Assalamu alaikum guys. So today we're going to be going over the 14th prophet, which is Prophet Musa. And I have Fatima and Sabda with me.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
And yeah, so this is a known prophet. I think everyone knows his story, right? Fir'aun
I don't
warning
know.
staff.
I know the stick and the snake.
I know this, yeah.
It's a really popular story.
And the sea party.
I remember I learned this as like a kid, but we're just going to be going over it today, and maybe you guys will learn something you didn't already know. So it all started when Prophet Musa was born in Egypt, and this was at a time where Fir'aun, he was killing newborn baby boys. So you're probably wondering, why is he doing this?
Wait, why would he kill newborn babies?
Well, it's because there was actually, he was revealed from one of his advisors, like a prophecy that they were
Wasn't it girls?
No, it was boys. Because he was actually revealed a prophecy to where one day one of the Bani Israel would grow up and it would be a guy and he was gonna like overrule, like overpower him.
So he was killing babies.
So he
that
killed
they
Because
babies
would
for
he
be
that?
didn't
overpowered.
even want a single boy. Like it could be anybody that was born. It was like someone who was recently born, like someone a newborn. So he didn't want it to happen at all. So to prevent this, he was killing all the baby boys because he didn't want anyone to grow up and overpower him. So it came to a time where Musa was born, alayhi salam, and his mom was very worried. Like she didn't want her new baby to die. Like
Yeah.
that's really hard for a parent to go through.
Yeah.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Musa's mom, he told her to place him in a basket in the river, in the Nile River. And guys, the Nile River, it's not like a skinny,
That's
it's
so
like
scary.
a large river. It's really
Yeah.
big. And to place your baby in a basket, like imagine how much trust she had to put.
Imagine how bad the situation was that she had to go to those lengths
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
protect her baby.
And this is a really good lesson for us to trust Allah. Because obviously in this moment, she was like, how could putting my baby in a basket, how could
Yeah.
that benefit me? How, like, there's so many different ways it could go wrong.
Yeah.
Like logically, that's such a dumb decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, logically, but you have to put your trust in Allah. So like we can use this as an example. So even when it comes to like the small stuff, let's say like something isn't going good in our life right now, or we're scared about something, we just have to do our part and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah, we can look at her as like an example.
So this is actually shown that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best planner, because when the basket was in the river, out of everyone in Egypt that could have found the basket, it was Pharaoh's wife Asya. Like out of
Oh
everyone.
my god.
And you're probably thinking, oh my god, you're probably thinking in the moment, that's so bad, like out of everyone, like directly given to Pharaoh.
Oh,
Like you're
yeah.
literally handing him to her. But guess what? Asya actually wanted to keep him. And she's his wife. So he can't really tell her, like, no, too bad. Like he felt bad for like, oh, she wants a new baby boy.
Wait, why didn't she like give birth to her own child?
I don't think that's, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's not okay. so basically she
'Cause
found
she
him
found the
and she
baby.
became very
Oh, yeah,
affectionate
sure.
with him. Like Allah
Yeah.
subhanahu wa ta'ala put it in her heart for her to like him a
Yeah.
lot.
Like if you find a newborn, you're gonna want it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like in a
Like
basket.
his little
he's like, where's his
basket.
I
mom?
don't like him
So we're like, there's no way
Yeah.
like he's gonna be the one to open. Like he's in a
Yeah,
basket.
no
by himself.
way.
There's no way. So then I'm guessing he was like the only baby at that time who was saved. Like out of everyone.
Yeah.
This is just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan.
SubhanAllah.
Like imagine if Musa's mom kept him, he probably would have died.
Yeah. We would have
So,
found him.
anyways, Asya raises him, and then it comes to where they need to find someone to breastfeed him. So they're looking for a woman, and Musa, like the only woman that Musa is like compatible with is actually his mom. So he gets reunited with her, and she realizes
Whoa.
he's still alive and everything, but she can't say anything because then they're gonna be like,
Yeah. We'll
you
take
know?
him back.
So that just shows. So then one day, there was actually a fight between two men, and Musa alayhi salam, he was trying to break the fight, and he accidentally, so it was an Egyptian man, and he was mistreating one of the children of Bani Israel. So he was just trying to break the fight, Musa, but then he accidentally killed one of the men.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh,
So
what
then
happens then?
he was really scared. He was so scared after that because it was accidentally, like, you know,
Yeah.
he could go to jail, he could get killed, all this stuff. So he fled.
Honestly, I think if I was in that situation, I'd
That's
run away too.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after he fled, he saw a burning bush on Mount Sinai. He saw a burning bush. And then that's when the revelation came to him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to him and he told him that he's going to be a prophet. Like that's when that's when he started his prophecy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to go back to Egypt and tell Fir'aun and his men to follow Islam, to follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the one God. And he was also granted two miracles to where his staff could turn into a snake, and then his hand could have like a light on it. Like he could like show a light. This is obviously not stuff that happens naturally.
Yeah.
Like this is a clear sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's so clear. It's like how could you not believe after you saw that? So Musa alayhi salam, he goes to Fir'aun and he tells him, right? He tells him to worship one God, and he shows him the signs. But then, because of Pharaoh's arrogance and his pride and ego in himself, he rejects it and he calls him a sorcerer.
The thing is, like it's not the, what is the quote? It's not the
The
hearts that are blind, it's the heart.
Yeah.
No, it's not the eyes that are blind.
It's the heart.
Yeah, the heart's blind.
Like no matter
literally
what he could
clear
show him,
signs.
he could
Yeah.
see the signs. You could see it. It's the heart that like.
They just like
Yeah.
chose
Just
not
arrogant
to. They
as
chose
hell.
not to believe. Like they're doing it to themselves.
Even
And
like
if Pharaoh-
nowadays,
Yeah,
there's so
there's
many
so many
signs that
signs.
stand up
If
true.
Pharaoh's the type to kill thousands of babies so he wouldn't be overpowered, what's gonna make him like?
Yeah.
He's just like obviously a very arrogant guy.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
just, I don't know why he's the ruler, but whatever. So anyway. So then after this, Pharaoh's like, okay, you're a sorcerer. I'm gonna get the best magicians ever to show you that this is magic,
Yeah.
and they're gonna do better magic than
He
you.
really thought.
So he
That
gets
was that
men
one.
to travel, not even to travel everywhere,
Bro.
to find the best magicians, right? So these magicians come and they're like really good. Like there's like this huge crowd, and then they ask him, like they're like, okay, do you want to go first? They ask Musa, and Musa's like, no, you go first. Like, you go first. Show me your magic.
Yeah.
Then
Show me what you got.
they show this magic, right? They perform their literal best magic, where everyone was like, wow, everyone was shocked, everyone's like surprised, everyone's like, oh my god. Like it was really good magic. They were like talented, mashallah. Like good for
Yeah.
them. And then after that, Musa alayhi salam, he brings down his staff, and his staff literally destroys all their magic. It turns into a giant snake and it eats all their tiny snakes.
That's embarrassing.
And it's like a real snake. Like if you see the snake, like you can tell it's a real snake.
Yeah.
And it was like,
So, like-
humongous. So then after that, the
Probably
magicians themselves, they're literally magicians, but they bow down. They're like they said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one God, and they follow Musa's religion. Like they right there, they took the shahada. They're like, okay, I'm gonna
Wow.
become Muslim. Pharaoh got so mad. You know what Pharaoh actually did?
What?
Instead of him accepting Islam, he was like, this was all planned. The magicians planned to work with Musa. He was just like,
He's
His
just
heart was blind.
delusional. He's actually just
he just
delusional.
started making up random stuff. So then he threatened to execute the magicians if they didn't admit it, that it was planned. And they were like, no. Like Allah, they like trusted in Allah. They're like, no, we follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can do whatever you want to us. Like, isn't that crazy? Like they just accepted Islam
Yeah.
and they're already ready to die. Like, so after that, Prophet Musa kept telling Pharaoh, like, let the Bani Israel come with me. Like, let them be under me because, like,
Yeah.
And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent various punishments. He sent so many punishments to people of Pharaoh. It was floods, locusts, lice, frogs, blood and water. Like so many signs that like their day is coming to an end.
Yeah.
And they still didn't believe. They were just like complaining, and they're just like whatever. Like one day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he commands Musa to take his people and go to Egypt, like to fly to Egypt, go there, So they leave, and then Pharaoh and his men start chasing them. Like they couldn't let them go. They start chasing them.
Yeah.
So then they get to the Red Sea, and they're like, the Red Sea is so big, they're trapped.
Yeah.
So then Musa's men are so scared, they're like, oh my god, they're like freaking out because like Pharaoh's gonna come and kill all of them.
They're just
Yeah.
stuck at that point.
And then at this point, Musa tells them like, no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with me, like he's gonna
wow.
protect us. Like,
Imagine like being in like that situation and still having like
You're
that
still
strong
having
trust
faith.
in Allah.
so then the Red Sea like split in half. Like imagine a whole, you want to go to the beach like a ocean?
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
just splitting, like
Yeah.
a clear walkway. Isn't that so cool?
That's
That's so
cool.
like crazy.
yeah,
Yes,
it's split in half. So-
Imagine like literally going to the beach and
You're,
watching
like,
the water
open.
split.
yeah,
Imagine how they felt.
So
Yeah.
you would think that if Pharaoh and his men saw the Red Sea split for them, they would believe it. They
But
still
they still didn't believe.
They followed them through it. So
Oh my
okay, I
God.
don't